this abandoned Bentley Continental GT is about to face the biggest challenge yet. I'm gonna take it for a 3,000-mile trip next month. But is the car ready? No. So I'm planning to take this abandoned Bentley to Italy. Well, actually to the Tropea. So that's the bottom of the Italy. And also we're going to be driving this through the Switzerland and through the Stelvio Pass. So I need to make sure that this car is 100% ready before we're doing a road trip. So the first thing that we're going to be replacing on this car is those black wheels. But before we're putting the new wheels, I need to get the TPMS sensors fitted into the new wheels. Because got this annoying TPMS light all the time in a dash. And I really hate when there is a light on a dash. And yes, it does 8.1 miles per gallon. So I managed to find exactly the same TPMS sensors for the Bentley for only 60 pounds. Because they came up from the Audi and Volkswagen. Thank you, Bentley, for this, because otherwise I would be paying a fortune for them. Right, so we got our TPMS sensors now. I paid 60 pounds for them, and I hope they work. There's gonna be only way to find it out if they work. I will need to program them with auto, and then we will see, I guess. Right, let's go get those wheels. One of the things that I still got a problem with this car is this fault, where the light blinks. If you remember, I thought I fixed that problem, but the hot word appeared and it started to do exactly the same again. So if I do like press indicator, it does absolutely nothing. It shows on the dash that indicators all the time on, but they actually not. Other thing is I lost all controls with the HVAC module, cruise control, and also the second fan kicks in and kicks out all the time. And obviously the windows play. So I still need to figure out this problem before I'm heading to Italy. And I got only 1 month to find this problem, which is gonna be very hard to locate. As I'm like 90% sure there's gonna be some kind of the wire that heats up and loses contact with all the CAN system. I changed the HVAC module already, didn't help. I cleaned the seat module. Didn't help. I cleaned this seat module. Didn't help. So either way, I need to remove the dash and check for that wiring, or there's gonna be something else. And I really need to sort this problem out because we're gonna overheat when we're gonna be driving this car to Italy. If I take one of the fuse from the fuse board in here, everything starts working again. Like the windows are up and down with no issues. Temperature is without any issues, and all the rest is with no issues at all. So there's some kind of the miscommunication in this circuit. At the beginning I was thinking that it might be a screen, but again I unplugged the screen and it did absolutely nothing. Wish me luck. I need to figure this one out. Right, while the boys are cracking with the wheels, I want to introduce you today to a new sponsor. It's a Vehiclescore. And with Vehiclescore, you can check any UK car with the reg. And with the Vehiclescore, you can check your vehicle if it has any outstanding finance. If it has been crashed, you can check the MUT data. And also, it's going to give you a valuation of your vehicle. So let's say, for example, if I'm going to put my registration plate, you can see it that previously this car has a category C, which I didn't know. And also you can see the Vehiclescore, and the most important, that this car had a MOT 10 years ago. And with my code C2R10, you can get a 10% discount on your first vehicle check. Thank you, Vehiclescore, for sponsoring today's video. And let's go back to our wheels. Right, let's check what we're having. Brand new 20-inch. Yeah, boy. They're gonna look nice. And I know what you're saying. Oh, David, why do you change the perfect nice wheels there just refurbished. Well, let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is more? There's a crack happening. There's any more cracks on that one? I don't know how many to count on this. It's probably another 10. And that's on the other side as well. So every single time when I'm driving on 70 miles per hour, it's literally just shaking. And I cannot stand that. So new wheels it is. I know it's your birthday tomorrow. So I bought something for us.
Okay, I want to see. Hopefully I can use it.
Hopefully you're not gonna curb it.
Hopefully. I not promise that.
Right. Tell me what you think. I bought a wheel for us. It's for us. It's for us. What do you think?
Thank you for my birthday present.
Wanna go dumb, yeah, I need that. We don't give up, where my girls at? Wanna cop this Louis V bag? Born to slay, I'm counting up, talking to the boss. Can follow my lead, yeah, I got the sauce. It's dripping off me, forget the cost. Your budget is cheap, but living so lavishly, get it like me. Gold, gold, shine my feel the gaze from below. Never chase, only choose what we own. But you got me, but you don't. No, no, be like you knew me from way back before. Well, it ain't like that no more. Hop in if I'm an old.
So this is it. We got brand new wheels installed now on a car. So there's only few other issues that we need to sort. So let's see, for example, inside in the car, it's very hot. My feet are all the time burning. Even if I turn on all the air conditioning and absolutely everything, I keep losing the communication with the HVAC module. But come on, that looks great. Back to the garage. And we're back in a garage. Probably you're wondering why I'm not uploading the Aston video. Well, Aston is still here. We got a few parts, but not enough to film it. So, other thing what I need to do now, the wheels on the car is now installed, looking good, but I need to program TPMS sensors. So, I need to grab the scanning device and just scan it. I'm gonna try to program them now. I've never done the programming of TPMS sensors, so I'm gonna give it a go. So first I need to check if it's on. That's on in here. Step is gonna be just go into the TPMS settings, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to figure out how to even program it. I know that this diagnostic tool can program it. Well, I cannot program the TPMS because my hotel's subscription ended. So I got other option is the MUCAR that I'm giving away in this video to someone. So let's use someone's diagnostic tool. Right, now I'm in trouble because I cannot program the TPMS. The option is to buy a subscription for my hotel and then do it, but the subscription cost is £700 a year. Just to program TPMS, I would rather to pay someone like 50 quid to program them instead of buying the subscription for 700. Anyway, on the other hand, I need to check the air conditioning because I bought the filling kit and I bought 2 bottles. I put 2 bottles into the air conditioning. I still don't have any air conditioning. So I'm gonna try to plug in the air compressor and see if there's any leaks anywhere that we could fix it. Maybe there's damaged O-ring that I need to replace. Then we can go and top it up the air conditioning, because if we're gonna go to Italy, it's gonna be hot in there, very, very hot. And we're going to the bottom of the Italy. So we definitely will need an air conditioning. When I bought this kit, it arrived with this pressure tester and filling cap, well, plug. So I'm just gonna plug in the air in this side, and maybe I'm gonna hear any of the whistling from the air conditioning. Right, let's check what it's gonna say. Yep, it definitely comes somewhere from the pump side, which is not good. because the access to it is quite hard, and plus the engine is now hot, so I obviously cannot put my hand over there, but it definitely look how quickly the pressure drops. So there's a massive leak in there. Well, I think I still need to remove the air filter and then probably the turbo flange. So I would inspect closely from where it's leaking. So it definitely comes somewhere from this direction where the pump is, which is not really good news, as to access that pump is quite difficult. And also I can hear the whistling from the wheel side as well. So I think I'm gonna just lift the car on a jack, remove the wheel, spray some soapy water and see if there's gonna be any bubbles. And then we're gonna figure out how we're gonna reach that pipe to change the O-rings. Or maybe it's not even tight. I'm not even too sure at this point. So this is it. I'm finally going to fix all the little issues that have been driving me mad. Car in the air, wheel off, arch liner out. Let's get into it. I'm not too sure if you're gonna hear it, but listen to this. It does definitely comes from the pump side. That's not good because it's very hot in there now. I don't want to put my hands near the exhaust because I'm gonna burn my hands off. So again, one more job that we're gonna do later, because now what I can do while I'm on this side, I need to take this shock absorber out. As it turns out, some kind of guy put them other way around. So I bought a brand new shock absorbers for the front. So I'm gonna change that. And also in the meantime, I need to check how to change one of the O2 sensors. I got a fault of the bank 2 sensor 1. So which is located somewhere in this section here. So I need to check how I'm gonna access it. And also I need to check if maybe there's a plug that is just unclipped. Let's start with removing the shock absorber. First job, the air strut has to come out, one bolt at the bottom, then before I'm doing anything else, I'll lift the whole assembly up. Next are the 3 multi-split bolts holding everything in place. Then airline comes off. And finally, the pinch bolt. And that's how you take out the shock absorber from the Bentley. Now it's out, I have much more access to everything, and also I just need to change it as it's the other way around. Live and learn. What can I say? You're not gonna be perfect in every way, isn't it? Old one out and the new one in. This one is ready to go, but we're not gonna put it back, as like I said, we have much more access now to everything. So maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna see that O2 sensor and I'm gonna be able to change it while the shock absorber is out. And also I need this valve. So the good news is that's the O2 sensor that I need to change. The bad news is I have absolutely zero access to get anything in there to untighten it and take it out. Okay. Bentley, why? Why would you? Why? Why this car has to be tight on everything? Every single bolt you're moving on this car is tight. You cannot access it. And it's just causing issues. They could make this car a little bit wider so you would have more access to everything. And now you don't have any access. Right, so good news and bad news. Good news is I think I found a way how to take it out. The bad news is not worth it to take it out because the lambda sensor or O2 sensor or oxygen sensor that I have, it has 4 wires and the one that I need to replace, it's 5. So that means I need to order the new oxygen sensor. And the bad news is we haven't fixed anything yet apart changing the wheels. That being said, now the engine is cold. I can finally try and get to that air conditioning pump and check if I need to change the seals or maybe there's something else. Right. So it's leaking from the pipe over there. So I need to take this pipe out, replace the O-rings, put it back and try it again. And to do that, I need to basically get everything out of the way from here, including this pipe in here. Then I'm gonna have access to that one bolt. Well, I'm hoping that I'm gonna have the access to it, and then I can take it out. And if someone considering buying the Bentley, well, prepare for the big bills. While I'm here getting covered in dirt, if you're enjoying the video, I really appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button. It generally helps the channel grow and means I can keep bringing you bigger and better projects like this. Well, whatever I do, I cannot get that bolt out. And that leak is quite big, so I cannot put any sealant inside because obviously it's not gonna help. The only option is to take the aircon pump out, try to replace with the other one that I have on the spare engine. But the problem is, if I want to take it out, I need to take the engine out. Let's put the new shock absorber in, and then we're gonna think what we're gonna do next. So the new shock is back in a place. As you can see, before the reservoir was standing in this side, where it has to be in that side. And I didn't know that until I actually bought brand new shock absorbers. So that's been installed, everything is connected. Now I don't know what to do with the air conditioning because I definitely need it. And if I'm being completely honest, if I'm not gonna fix the air conditioning, I don't think so that my family will want to go with this car. So somehow I need to figure out the way to get that bolt out and replace the O-ring. 3 hours later, I managed to undo that bolt. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. Jesus. Woo. Finally, something good. And guess what I have here? That's right. I managed to take it out. Oh my god. I nearly gave up on this bolt. I was thinking, you know what, let's try to hammer some T40s, T45s on a split. And I managed to take it out. Now I just need to remove that hose out, change the O-ring, put it back, and check if it leaks. I'm not too sure how you hear me because I'm filming now with the GoPro as my camera died, but you know why it was leaking? There is no O-ring. That's good, but I haven't bought sealer and I haven't put it in, because then it would be an issue, isn't it? Right, let's try to put the O-ring back, install it, everything in a place, test the system again. So I made sure I used some grease so it would slide in nicely. Now I just need to wiggle it here. Where is it? I need to wiggle here. I need to get it in here, that side. And then need to get a new bolt. Put the new bolt. Probably gonna use now 10 mil, and hopefully it's gonna work. The good news, it stopped leaking. So if I put some pressure inside, it stays kind of pressurized. But if I would go here, you can hear it's whistling. And I spray some soapy water, the bubbles start coming up from here. I need to get this grill out, and I think I'm gonna have the access to take it out, replace the O-ring on this one. So I got a very nice, I don't know why I have a zip tie in here where it's supposed to be a bolt. And I think I got one bolt here. So then I can take the grill out, have an access to this, replace it, and hopefully that's gonna be it. Right, we found one of the leaks. It's coming from one of the radiator O-rings. The best part, I don't even need to take the front bumper off. I actually got a decent access. New one in, a little bit of grease on the sides without damaging the seals. then everything goes back together. Simple? Well, hopefully. That's done. That's fixed. Time to check it again. It does definitely whistling somewhere. Need to find a place where it's whistling again. For the past half an hour I've been looking for a leak. And turns out that leak is in here. So that's why it's dropping the pressure. I've been putting the smoke tester, but I've been trying all sorts of things to find that leak, and it turns out it's literally in here. When I plugged in the smoke tester, it just went to a one bar and it was staying all the time, and I was thinking, what the hell is going on in here? Turns out it comes from here. So that means, yeah, you can see it's bubbling. So that means air conditioning is now fixed, so I can reinstall all the stuff back in a place, lower the car, check if the air suspension is working, and then we're gonna move on to the big bit. We need to start figuring out why this car dropping the fault. Time to refit the arch liner. So I got 3 bolts in the front and I got another 4 bolts in the back. Then after the arch lining is finally installed, I can get the wheel back on and see if I finally fixed anything. And I really do hope that I have. It works. I was worried about that shock absorber on this side because I had to replace the O-ring for it, as there was a leak and that shock absorber was brand new. And turns out one of the O-rings was split, so I changed the O-ring and looks like it does work. God damn it, no, it's not perfect. It just started to leak. Either way, I put it the original O-ring and it's just drop it down. I mean, from one side it looks nice when it's that low. From another side it's not, because I need car to be the height roughly like this. Let's try to turn off and turn on the ignition. Maybe it's just gonna start lifting up. I think it's happened that the bottom of the shock absorber is not in a correct position, so I need to lift the car again, try to push it down, and then maybe it's gonna stop leaking. So once again, let's lift the car. I generally cannot tell you how many times I had this side of the car apart. I completely lost account. At this point, I am convinced that this side of the car is cursed, so I decided to try something different. I fitted another brand new shock absorber. And yes, before anyone points it out, I know it's other right-hand shock. So technically, I've now got 2 right-hand shocks. Does it make sense? Not really. But if it works and there's no knocking, I call it a win. Then something happened. Something definitely I wasn't expecting. So you'll probably noticed I'm in a different garage. So the Bentley is at the Pavel's place because we're gonna try and to find that fault that is causing all the issues on the car. Also, we got other problem now. Yesterday, one of the oil hoses split, and while it was split, I put the bucket underneath, and I seen some bronze color. So it might go very, very bad now. I need to change the oil filter now, and I'm really hoping I'm not gonna find any shavings in the oil filter, and all the rest of the gold that was from the oil, it was from the old oil cooler. So I'm really hoping that, because I mean, this engine sounds very, very well. It doesn't have any knocks, any strange noises, nothing. It just works beautiful. But before we carry on this job, what we need to do, we need to find who won a diagnostic tool. So it would be fair, what I'm gonna do, put it all of your comments, as you can see on my phone, well, somewhere here or here. You see all your comments, and I'm gonna put in a ChatGPT in a new chat, obviously, and gonna type, choose the winner who won the diagnostic tool, and let's do it. Here we go. First place, Lauren Tuske 2432. Congrats, you won a diagnostic tool. And this is the point where the Pavel said, you know, I've been thinking.
I've been saying I was thinking about that thingy.
And?
Because there is a wiring loom from the radio, short like that.
Yeah.
Right? You connect with the green plug.
Yeah.
When you disconnect it, fault disappears. That green plug connects the CAN line. And the CAN line is being busted by something, yeah? Radio disconnected.
Yeah.
Everything fine. Original radio, same issue, yeah?
Yeah.
The Chinese radio, same issue, right? Yeah. Cut the Chinese part. Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
It's a very, very good radio, yeah.
It is Chinese. Everything is Chinese. It's
Chinese,
normal.
yeah. So the aftermarket radio, same issue. Question: that short wiring loom, where was that from?
That arrived with AUCAR.
No good. And the original radio, just the green plug plugs in the radio, yeah?
Yeah. But that's exactly the same as well. Oh, no.
No, but when you disconnect it, yeah, it's alright. When you connect it back, it's not alright.
The thing is, with the original radio, what's happening is it has a different faults. So you're just losing all the controls on the information screen. But
no indicators flashing.
as long as I remember, no.
Ah.
But it's still different fault. It still has a fault. You know, you're still dropping a nonsense.
Like the tire pressure, traction controls, all the others.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to take some measurements in that CAN line. Maybe hook up the oscilloscope, which is going to take another day.
Another day or two.
Okay, you might actually be able to film the CAN sniffer that I've built.
Can sniffer. You got a
Yeah.
can sniffer.
I built a CAN sniffer indeed.
You're gonna show it.
I'm going to show.
He's gonna bring a dog. Oh, hold on, the
Dog.
camera is there. Oh, hello. Say hello. Very normal. Very normal. Okay, Michael. I will speak to you later. Bye.
Yeah, but anyway, first, oil filter, yeah?
Yeah, first oil filter.
Because if it's left, there's
No point doing it.
point. Yeah.
Right. The moment of truth. Are we going on a road trip or are we staying home?
We're going, mate. We're going. You've been hallucinating with this bloody flipping shavings, mate. Telling you.
I'm scared to death, dude. I don't know.
There is a little one here. Okay, bring that oil, man. That oil from the filter that drained.
Even second.
That does not look good, mister.
That's very bad. Yeah, everything is, you know, with the shavings, golden.
Hold on, let's drain that in the... That's definitely doesn't look good. However, one last chance is, yeah?
The microphone is there anyway.
Yeah, one last chance that I would do, right, is to take the oil filter from the old engine out, because these shavings might have been
In the old system.
in the old system, like the oil cooler, pipes, hoses, because the previous engine suffered kind of damage, scraped cylinder walls. We haven't stripped it yet, so we don't know if the bearings are good or not, but I'm guessing they're not the best, because that previous engine was being wrecked on the track, so that was floored every single time, pretty much for like the last couple of years of its life.
But the filter itself is not bad, just the oil. Oil is very bad. Pavel said the only option is to take the oil filter from the old engine and check it if it has any shavings in there, because if the oil is, well, dark, clean-ish, it's an issue for this engine then.
It's gotta be the other engine, man. This engine works too well for that amount of shavings.
Yeah, that's strange. That's very strange. There's no misfires, there's nothing. It's beautiful.
And the other engine was scraped as F.
Yeah, it was. So I'm hoping that scraping went into the oil filters. Well, oil coolers. Hopefully. Well, there's only one way to find it out.
Well, there's another way to actually confirm it. Run it for a couple of days and take this new filter out again.
And check it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, first check.
now the first what need to do is flush the system, change the oil, because it wouldn't be like, it would still be catching, because it might be in a system there is any, bad shavings or oil or something inside.
Most of it's gonna be in the filter. Most of it, yeah, like 90% of that shaving is gonna be stuck in the filter. However, if you want to do the oil change, how much is that gonna cost you, mate? You want to risk it?
160 pounds.
If buy some 540 cheaper one and run it for a couple of days, you're not gonna kill the engine with the
Wrong oil.
It's not even wrong. Yeah, it's summertime, so 540 is not gonna hurt it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't put obviously like 2050 or anything like that, but 540 is gonna be fine. Run it for a couple of days, drain again,
And check it.
Yeah.
It would be good to have as well the flush, engine flush.
Like the one I've got back there, yeah?
Mm.
Like liquid moly, for example.
Yeah, liquid moly.
Well, do you want one?
You reckon to do a flush now?
I mean, if you got a minute or an hour.
I got all day.
Well, I cannot believe I'm gonna say that, but this broken engine is gonna determine the future of the Bentley. Because if there's no flakes in this, then it means we got flakes in our current engine. And then we won't be able to do a road trip. Because we got 1 month and I do not think it's gonna be possible for me to get another engine or rebuild the bottom end of the engine. So let's give it a go. So far, I cannot say anything because obviously this engine doesn't have any oil. So until I'm not gonna take the oil filter out, I'm not exactly gonna know what I'm looking at. Oh my God, there's so much flakes in this engine. Oh. There is a possibility that the engine that's in the car is good because this full of flakes. Not too sure if you're gonna see it. Whoop. But there's a lot of flakes, a lot. So I'm really hoping that all those flakes was held in a current oil system. So that's the oil cooler and existing oil pipes. So the only thing what I can do on a Bentley is flush the system, change with new oil and check in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to click the subscribe, like, share, comment. And congratulations, the winner of the Diagnostic tool. If you're gonna be in the UK, I'm gonna send it to you. If you're gonna be somewhere close to me, I'm obviously gonna deliver it to you. Take care.